Hello and welcome to the Golden West College Sports Report. I'm your host, Travis Gilmore, bringing you the latest scores and highlights from last week's action. We're now into week 6 of the school year, and the big surprise on campus is the football team. They've exceeded many people's expectations so far this year with wins over Canyons College, LA Harbor, and Allen Hancock. After a heartbreaking loss to Fullerton in their last contest, the Rustlers were looking to get back on track when they hosted Palomar at LaBard Stadium last Saturday. Golden West, they scored early and often in the game as quarterback Chris DeEntremont was on fire all night, throwing for 4 touchdowns. He connected with his favorite receiver, Nick Little, 3 different times in the end zone, giving the duo a combined 335 yards of total offense. Palomar had no answer for this aerial onslaught, and their offense could not avoid the turnover bug. Palomar's quarterback, Ryan Lamb, was picked off on 3 occasions, and the Rustlers' defense held the Comets to only 208 yards of offense. You could say it was a complete team effort that propelled the Rustlers to their 4th win of the season, beating Palomar easily by the final score of 42-10. Golden West football now improves to 4-1 on the year with their next contest on the road this Saturday at Pasadena. Now on to soccer, where both the men and women's team faced off against a good Santiago Canyon squad. The Lady Rustlers had a tough challenge at home last Friday, hosting the Hawks of Santiago Canyon, who are currently ranked number 2 nationally and are the reigning Orange Empire Conference champions. The Lady Rustlers played tough, and with the help of a windswept day, the Rustlers nearly pulled off the upset to spoil Santiago Canyon's unbeaten season. Unfortunately for Rustler fans, the Hawks scored with a late goal in the second half and held on to win 1-0. As for the men's team, they failed to win against the Hawks as well, losing in a tight contest by the score of 2-1, bringing their season record to a disappointing 4 wins and 5 losses. Both men's and women's team take on their bitter rivals OCC Friday, October 11th, with the men playing on the road at 3 p.m., while the women will host the Pirates at Golden West at 6 p.m. Now let's hit the pool and focus on a sport that Golden West often dominates. That's water polo. The women's team is doing just that. They swept the 2-week Cuesta tournament last weekend by defeating American River, Cerritos, Santa Rosa, and Foothill. This team is nothing short of incredible as they've won every match by at least 10 goals this year. They now hold a 13-0 record and are poised to win a state championship. The men's water polo team split their weekend matchups at Pepperdine. The Rustlers suffered a rare 13-7 loss against Concordia, but salvaged the road trip with a tough win over Long Beach later in the day. Don't sell this men's team short despite the loss over the weekend. They sport an overall record of 9-2 on the year, but more importantly, they are 2-0 so far this year in their conference. The men now look ahead to a revenge game against Concordia Friday, October 11th at 4 p.m., while the women will continue their dominance, hosting Concordia Thursday, October 10th at 7:30. And finally, we head to the court, where the women's volleyball team opened their conference play against the Dons of Santa Ana. Last year, the Lady Rustlers finished 2nd place at the state championships, and Golden West hopes to match, if not improve this year. Well, they're definitely on the right track as they took care of business on the road, winning in straight sets by the scores of 25-6, 25-14, and 25-16. The Rustlers dominated the first set and never made it interesting in the second and third sets. Their great play has them undefeated in their first 7 contests of the year. They'll look to continue the winning streak as they square off on the road against the rival Pirates of OCC Friday at 6 p.m. With the Golden West Sports Report, I'm Travis Gilmore.